Is it going? It's going. Okay, we're good. That will be edited out. No, we can't. That in. That's so funny. Okay. Okay, everybody. You know what we're about. Empowered women! Empowered women! Empowered women! Empowered women! Empowered women! Empowered women! Woo! Thank you! It's you to us, not you to you. We choose to procreate. Churches say don't ovulate. Choose to procreate. Churches say don't ovulate. For too many years, women have not had total control over their bodies, especially over their reproductive abilities and systems. So to see all of your smiling faces, to know that you feel the same way, and to have your support in this battle is so amazing. The fact that women's rights, especially having to do with their bodies, is a fairly new topic is somewhat absurd. At the same time, the fact that this is still an issue due to there still being massive amounts of injustices and inequality is just as ridiculous. We are human beings on this planet, just like any others, and deserve to be treated as so. We too have wants, but more importantly, we have needs. Needs that have to be met, because without that, the health, integrity, and even the lives of women and their children are in danger. Access to free birth control, safe and correctly executed abortions, healthcare that covers the needs of a woman no matter her income, reasonable maternity leave, among many other things, are not a privilege. They are our rights as women that we need to stand up for and push to get throughout this entire nation. Now he's going to talk about some facts about some women's reproductive rights.
Okay, so in the history of the U.S., 0 bills have been passed to regulate a man's body. Does anybody know how many bills were passed in 2013 to regulate a woman's body? Over 600 bills were passed, and 47% of those bills were directly related to abortion. In the 50s and 60s, 1,000 women died each year due to unsafe and illegal abortions. And in 1965, Griswold versus Connecticut gave married couples the right to use birth control under the protection of the Constitution. However, millions of unmarried women in 26 different states were still denied access to birth control. It wasn't until 1972 that the Supreme Court legalized birth control and other contraceptives for the U.S. citizens, whether they are married or not. Oh no. Although abortion is technically legal in all 50 states, the amount of limitations in each state continues to grow. 1,074 restrictions have been enacted since the Roe versus Wade decision in 1973, and last year in 2015, almost 400 bills to limit a woman's access to legal abortion was considered, and 57 new restrictions were passed by lawmakers. These restrictions include, but are not limited to, state-mandated counseling, a 24-hour waiting period after the counseling, refusal by healthcare providers to perform abortions, and many more. Margaret Sanger, the founder of Birth Control Federation of America, which today we know as Planned Parenthood, was a revolutionary activist for women's reproductive rights. She was jailed for distributing information about contraception and abortion, and she was also jailed for opening the first birth control center in the United States. Do not let the progress we have made return to the dark days she wrote about in 1950. To those who would make abortion legal, let's not forget the words of Margaret Sanger. We know that there can never be a free humanity until woman is freed from ignorance. And we know too that woman can never call herself free until she is a mistress of her own